China, India will be the powerhouse of knowing where the innovation and adoption is. We must not be afraid because India is just starting. The developers there are amazing. India is really the prime target now.
With a population of 1.3 billion, it's no surprise India is seen as a major emerging market. But compared to China, progress in blockchain has been slow of late. But is the Asian tiger finally ready to roar?
I've not been the biggest evangelist of India over the past 2 years.
They don't have the strong crypto project yet, or even the developer mindset of the vision of decentralization yet.
But this year, I've seen some fantastic momentum, strong projects going to India. So a lot of people getting excited about adopting blockchain technology. There's so much potential, just the scale, sheer scale of engineers and developers in India who are excited.
We are the second largest provider of blockchain developers globally. And as we all know, the country is very big in software and technology services.
But despite the obvious opportunities and the clear advantage in talent, there have been substantial roadblocks on the path to adoption.
Regulation is something which affects a lot of people on the ground, and it's been pretty opaque so far when it comes to blockchain.
By and large, till it is regulated, it is for all practical purposes not allowed legally in India. But the government has been pushing the other bleeding edge technologies, whether it is AI or blockchain. You hear our Prime Minister speak in various forums talking about how blockchain and AI are critical.
But for crypto, there is one sector which is showing promising signs of life.
Fintech is a very big initiative at the government level as well. So I think the financial services sector is going to really benefit once the cryptos are regularized in the country.
Harmony is heading to India to explore opportunities on the ground in this exciting country. And for one member of the team, there's a particular resonance to the visit.
When I came to the US, and when a lot of people, let's say from Asia, come to the US, their first reaction is, wow, look at the efficiency of the market here. Look at the standard of living here. And we wish that it was the same back in our countries, which are probably 4 times the size and scale of the US. Right now in India, 70% of the people, 80% of the people use cash. Crazy volumes of money to be spent and sent peer-to-peer to merchants across the borders. There are no infrastructural developments nowhere close to what we see in the US.
We go there specifically to understand the cross-border, cross-nation economy transactions.
The payments use case is growing fastest in India than any other country today.
The developed community is so hungry to understand what is possible. The cross-border business is not just about DeFi and lending, all that. It's really being possible there.
Compare the US with some of the Asian markets purely on a currency point of view. You go and do a cross-border payment transaction and you might have to pay a couple of dollars here. But when you're back in India, $1 is equal to $70 of the local currency. A couple of dollars, $140 can buy you meals for a week. And that's a lot of money for people to pay to just send money across the border to their friends and family. And that's unfair. So our approach now around how finance meets blockchain is not just about what can we build for the crypto native people, but what's beyond that. Beyond that is the ability for people to actually use a stable digital medium of exchange over blockchain to settle any assets they want to send across the border, or even pay off to merchants with ease in less than 30 minutes.
But if India is to become a major player in the world of decentralized finance, it's going to need to invest in talent as well as tech.
Globally, there is a shortage of talent, not just in India. I mean, when I have to hire people for my team, as much as we think there are a lot of developers, we still struggle as a company when we are sitting in the hotspot of the technology revolution. So we need more people. So one of the things which we've been pushed by our clients, by all the participants in the ecosystem, is to actually get into training. Because what we have done over the years is, instead of hiring blockchain developers, which we realized wasn't really fruitful, is we started hiring people for the core technology and then train them. But it's not just one academy. We need more of these academies. We need a lot of this marketing so that newer graduates who are coming out of the institutions, they know about these opportunities and they want to join this technology revolution.
And as India ramps up its tech capabilities, perhaps the greatest opportunity will come from a much more familiar technology.
In the last 3 to 4 years, we've seen this tremendous breakout of 4G, 5G mobile internet kind of infra, which reached 400 million people in 3 years' time. And that's tremendous amount of potential for building services on top, bringing anything to every single person, no matter where they live in India, onto their mobile phone. That's where the ability to catch up to a particular technology and solution is probably faster than the US. People are comfortable here. People in India are not comfortable. So the macro indicators are very inviting when you think about India.